This game contains loud noises, flashing lights, and lots of jump scares. Damn, this is loud. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Fnaf Help Wanted 2. We're here again to play this game, and today we have so much to talk about, you have no clue. But I'll start it off with something, probably one of the biggest things that we have to say, and that we have to talk about in this video. There is an entire other ending in this game that we haven't seen. There's a whole other ending that we haven't gotten, so we're going to jump into this and we're going to figure out how to get that, and we're also going to be talking about a ton of theory stuff today. First thing I want to talk about is I just want to restate this for the sake of theory stuff, because we're going to be talking about this somewhat. There's two things I want to mention. First of all, this guy is the same guy as the other guy that we all know. Where is he? This is Lefty. This is the same person as Lefty. He has a vest on now to cover up the star. But if we click here, exactly the same. And if you notice, Lefty has red eyelids. And really quick, let me go back to the other one. Whoa. Burned Carney. I didn't know we got that one. If we look, you can see right there where my hand is, his eyelids are red still. His eyelids are still red, they didn't paint that part. And also, if we go up real close right here, we take a little bit of a look-see, underneath this blue paint is red paint, which is the same color that Lefty was. And if you look here, on like the edge of his arm, right there, it's black, just like the same color as Lefty. I've proven my point at this point. You get what I'm saying. So there's that, but also here's the other thing I want to mention. This blue paint that's on Bonnie right here is remnant paint. And we know this because of the mini game where we're in the one place, I forget what it's called. The place with Balloon World and Security Breach, and there's Eclipse there, and we have to do, it's the second version of the daycare minigame, basically. In that minigame, there's a whole new paint. There's actually two new paints. One of them is glitter paint, and the other paint is literally remnant. And that's just so on the nose that it made me think of like, okay, what are they painting with remnant? The only thing that makes sense is Bonnie, because he has this whole new light blue color scheme to him. That can't just be coincidence, right? Because I'm pretty sure in Bonnie Bowl, that's not the case. In Bonnie Bowl, he's purple still. So it doesn't make sense for him to be painted like this unless he was experimented on. What is this? What does this do? What is these? Freddy, Chica, Monty, Roxy? Wait a second. Freddy? Wait. We're on the Freddy tab? What does that mean? There's no way this is Freddy Files. There's no way this is the Freddy Files, right? Hold on. Fazcade. Fazzer Blast. Yeah, so that wouldn't make sense for us to be Freddy right now. I mean, it's like a play on the Windows logo or whatever, but the other ones are there, making it seem like we can switch over at some point and have that be a thing. Either way, the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that the other ending is supposedly in Princess Quest. I don't know anything else about how to get it or where it's at. We'll figure that out when we jump into this. I'm trying not to spoil anything because I want to figure it out on my own. But also, that means we know exactly where to look right now. We know exactly where we need to go to figure out this secret ending. But we're not going to yet. We're not going to yet. And you might be wondering, why is that? And the answer is we have a lot to talk about theory-wise. First of all, I want to mention this shit. This is the same shit that this is, right? It's the same color, mate. Except, wait, this is the remnant mixed with the glitter glue. That's what it is, right? That's what it seems like. Hey, catch. Okay, that didn't do anything. Another thing I want to mention is a really weird line that the announcer says for DJ Music Man. So, when DJ Music Man first shows up and you're in the DJ Music Man minigame, he says, wait, what does he say exactly? Let me find the quote. He says, Music Man doesn't respond well to disappointment. And that normally wouldn't mean anything, but the DJ Music Man's signature snack that's tied to his food, or tied to his drink rather, is disappointments. To make the DJ Technicooler, you have to mix his soda with disappointments. Which I don't really know what that means. That's just something interesting that I thought of. But what I do think, I think maybe at some point, if we get disappointments and we throw them at this guy, something might happen, right? Something might happen if we do that. Next up on the theory stuff, this one's gonna be a doozy, alright? This one's gonna be a lot. And that is the Mystic Hippo. We're gonna be talking a lot about Mystic Hippo because she has some crazy lines that we just can't access. So I've done the proper thing, and I've looked at them all. I've listened to every single voice line that this lady has, and there's a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to talk about. The first thing she said is, have you ever really looked at your hands? Like, really looked at your hands? And I don't know if that's a PSVR exclusive thing, because I can't use the cards. I can't stare at my hand like I could a card. But I'm wondering if, like, what if you activate this and just stare at your hands? Maybe something could happen. We can't experiment though, because we don't have PlayStation VR. This thing confirms time travel, just to catch everybody up. This mask is using time travel. And Mystic Hippo confirms that. I completely forgot. This is actually a good point to bring up. Mystic Hippo, at one point in time, says, "When are you?" Not where are you, when are you? And I think the only reason she's asking us that is to clue us in on the fact that this is bloody time travel, man. That was a really good catch. I almost didn't get that one. At this point, I'm pretty confident in the fact that this is time travel. I'm like almost 100% on this. Another thing I want to mention, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is important. Oh wait, 6? 6 doors? I mean, I guess there's 7 with the other exit, right? Okay, so this might not be relevant, but let me explain what I'm talking about so I don't sound like a maniac. So, in Fnaf 6, I think it was, which one was Pizzeria Simulator? Doesn't matter. In Fnaf Pizzeria Simulator, this little guy right here was talking all types of shit. And he was talking about a lot of different stuff, and I think that that stuff is cluing us into what's happening in this game, because he's here talking about the same type of stuff, giving us these weird cryptic stories. So I decided to go back and listen to those stories again, and I'm pretty sure one of them is literally not only about FNAF 6, but also telling us that the person that we were playing in FNAF 6 was actually Vanessa. So wait, okay, let me just say the story first before we do anything. So, the story goes as follows. A lady is in a burning building and she has 5 keys. Each key will open a door with a child inside of that door, but she can only bring 1 key with her out of the room. So, with that in mind, she can't decide on which key to take, so she melts them all together in the hopes that it creates something that can let all of them out, but in turn, she just kind of kills everybody. And that sounds kind of like what happens in FNAF 6. I don't know if it is or not. There's a lot to think about there, because it could also be what's happening in this game, right? Because we're getting these dolls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 dolls, 5 keys. We mix them all together. Wait. Maybe this is the 5 keys. And I know that there's more than 5 things here. But the reason I think that this could be the 5 keys is because the marionette is always there. What if they were mixing the original animatronics and maybe Golden Freddy too, and that's what killed them? Like, they were trying to save everybody, but instead they killed them by making the blob or something, maybe? Listen, there's a lot to think about here. There's a lot to think about. I don't know exactly what's going on. theory-wise, there's a lot of stuff that we have to be thinking about right now. The other incredibly interesting... That's my wall. The other incredibly interesting thing that Mrs. Hippo says is she needs you, it needs you, and she also says the quote from Glitch Trap, "Hello, can you hear me?" And that stuff is just like, that is... I don't know how to feel about some of those quotes, but she needs you and it needs you seem very specific. Those seem like we're playing as Cassie like I originally thought. Or, you know, we're playing as Cassie and Vanessa, okay? There's a whole thing. In this world, we're playing as Cassie. In all of these mini-games, we're playing as Vanessa, which is like what we've been going off of for a bit now, because it only makes sense for us to be playing Cassie because we have to do this shit, we have to pass down the mantle, the other princess literally gives us the sword, and we know that Vanessa was the princess because she originally is the one that gets freed if you beat Princess Quest 3. So with that long-winded sentence, I'm gonna breathe for a second, and then we're gonna go do some stuff. Alright. So wait. We have to get Princess Quest, we have to get her here, right? You are one and you remain. What is left that is hidden? Now go to next room. Okay. What is left that is hidden? What does this do? Wait, are we about to get this ending? Are we about to get this ending, like, very, very easily? Okay. Nice. Wait, so what does that do? I don't like the sounds I'm hearing. I don't like the noises. Beautiful, mate. We're making moves on them now. I wonder where this goes. Okay. I don't think that's what I meant to do. Okay. Thank you for attacking me. Appreciate it. I don't know what the secret was. I feel like we messed up, though. I feel like we messed up big time. Thank you. Thank you for the sword. I appreciate it. Don't you say stuff to me? Don't you say words or something? No, you don't speak. So, let me get through this door. Can I open this? I'm trying to think. You can just poke them back. That's funny. We can't overlook anything. It's gotta be in here, right? I would love it if we looked down and we saw Chica. Bah, you can't touch me. Okay, we have to move the sword to use it. That's good to know. That's good to know, but as long as the sword is moving, we got him. Okay, maybe poking them is not a good move. Okay. Nice. I feel like we're doing something wrong, right? Okay. I'm not seeing any theory stuff. I mean, there's like the big pit that we're going down, which is very suspicious. I feel like this is... Is this like a play-by-play of what happens in Ruin? I think it might be. I know that doesn't sound like it makes that much sense right now, but think about it. We get passed down the sword, aka the Vanny Mask, and now we're using it to fight back against glitchy rabbits. And not only that, but we're also heading deep down through a giant hole into the underground to go attack the Mimic and save the animatronics, right? That seems right, that seems right. You guys stay back. It's good that I don't have to use any effort here. It's like Wii Tennis. Better back up. I dubbed thee dead. What? Okay. So wait, Chica was the first. But what if we do this wrong? What if we do this wrong? What? That worked? Why did that work? Old man, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. It is a fair trade. Yep. No. No. There's something else here, right? Hey. Hey. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, old guy. There's something else here, right? That's kind of fucking weird. He deflects the laser. Give me that shit. No? There's a fair trade. Something's not right about this. Yep, glitch trap. Yeah, she kills glitch trap there. And she's like, goodbye. Now we are left with the mask. So that kind of confirms our thoughts on that. But what do we do with the key? There's something else there. Another thing I want to talk about, and we're going to talk about this while also jumping into this, I think. Yeah, because we have to look at all the hats. So we're probably going to be muting Roxy. I know a lot of people are going to be real upset about that, but listen.
I haven't got all day.
Neither do I.
Do you
So
think all this just happens?
that's a weird way to put it.
Look at me!
I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. How could I do this?
What are you looking at?
Who's behind that stage, Roxy? You mind telling me? I can't poke your nose. That's just upsetting.
Pay attention to
I
me.
am. Calm down. I forgot what we were going to talk about entirely while going in here, so...
Look at me!
Yep. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. The thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to say that the witch story, the story about the witch that Candy Cadet tells, might not actually be about Vanessa. It could be about Baby. And I know it sounds weird, but I think what possibly happens is Baby goes into the witch's trap, goes into the quote-unquote oven, almost dies, escapes, barely, with lifelong scars, aka she looks like Scrap Baby now. Then she comes back later on with the confidence of age and experience, is what it's called. That's what they say in the story. So she comes back, finds a kid at the entrance who says, "Oh, I'll help you out, don't worry." And then he kind of like leads her to the Fnaf 4 house and kills her, which is weird. And we know that the Fnaf 4 house has sister location underneath it, which is why all this sister location stuff is here. But that's really interesting to think about. It could also be about Vanessa though, because Vanessa, if we're right, has gone to Fall Fest 83, possibly even came from Fall Fest 83. But we don't know how long it's been time travel, so it could have not been time travel at the time of 1983. Either way, not important. What is important is that she was at Fall Fest 1983, which is the most important thing. If she was there, it explains why all this stuff is here. Ticket booths, Captain Foxy's pirate ride, carousel, all this stuff. Phaser Blast, it all starts to make sense. And Phaser Blast, in the last episode we were talking about how it feels like we're a child in Phaser Blast, but I think as we go through Phaser Blast, we age further and further, and by the time we're playing Phaser Blast FNAF 2, we are a fully grown Vanessa who's there to burn down the place. She shows up to burn the place down. And I think the only reason that she does that is because Cassie, using the time-traveling mask, has affected the previous time, making this be what it is. At least that's what it seems like, because every time we do something with the mask, we unlock a new level. Like that level is completely blocked out before that. And that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like obviously there's glitchy files or whatever, but that also doesn't make sense because we fixed the mask, you know? So I don't know why those files are glitchy, unless they're from a different timeline. And maybe because Glitch Trap is showing up, maybe that's part of Glitch Trap's power. Maybe that's some shit that he does. That's just a extra thrown in spitball thing. There's a hair in my VR headset. The hell. But either way, we are going to jump into this one. I think. No, this one. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says.
Well, I'm sure we can find something a little more difficult to test your troubling talents. Fish on! Just pick up that dark gun and get to shooting.
Okay. Your troubling habits, right? That's what you said. Where's the one where he says you look like you could have kids? That's the one we really need to... Is that FNAF 2? Because I feel like I heard that quote a lot, so it would make sense if it was FNAF 2. Let me go check that out.
Back again to test your skills?
Yep.
Well, here's another one from the vault. Look, this is the last time. There's nothing left.
So that's not the right one. Does he say it at the end of the minigame?
Back for more? Truly a glutton for punishment. Had a feeling I'd be seeing your ugly mug again. You're here by yourself. How sad. How about we try something a little bit more challenging?
We're totally a kid in this one. We're totally a kid in this one.
Targets, let's not fall.
I will do no such thing. I'm leaving, actually. So, another thing I want to look at, and this is just kind of a small thing. Where is it? It would be staff only. First aid. Where's Scrap Baby? There we go. Let's go.
The patient is prepped and ready.
Very helpful.
Medical attention begins in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
The patient is suffering from general neglect.
That's good. Get out
Great
soon.
news. Due to today's successful salvage pizza.
So this is the important stuff. So Scrap Baby is here. She with... Wait, is that just them trying to color in the things? I think that might just be them trying to color in the things. Okay. Get well soon. I can't really tell what those are, but that one's definitely Scrap Baby. This is Get Out Soon. It's Freddy in a burning building with... What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that thing? I don't know what that is. That's scary looking. That looks like a scarecrow. So, what do we get here? We get information. So this is FNAF 6 location. At least that's what we can assume based off of what's going on and what animatronics are around us. The general feel, the atmosphere, the advertisements playing. So, with that in mind, that is probably Scrap Freddy, right? Molten Freddy? Get out soon. Does that mean this is after the place was burned down? And does it say this on the previous ones? Pig Patch, Lefty, and
Welcome
then
back.
the other one? That
The
makes
patient is
perfect
prepped
sense.
and ready. Medical attention
Get well
begins
soon.
in 3, 2, 1. The patient is suffering from beaten by bullies.
Who the fuck?
Great news.
That's
Due to
Afton,
today's successful
right?
salvage, Pizza Place entertainment value has considerably increased.
That's
Be
Afton,
warned, liability risk
which
has
means
also
that could be
increased.
Henry, right? Who's the yellow one? The red one, I'm pretty sure that's Baby. Who's the yellow one? We've got Freddy, probably Molten Freddy, Broken Down, and Baby and someone else. What the fuck was that noise? I know you guys heard that. What the fuck? I didn't like that at all. Not one bit. That's the vent noise. So then this one is the same. This one is the same? That's weird. Let me see if the first minigame those are like not even colored. Because that would give us a really good timeline.
In 3, 2, 1.
So those are still the same
The
picture.
patient is suffering from trampled by fans.
That means that when
Avoid
we
undue
start,
patient stress.
when we
According
start
to
this
comment
minigame,
cards, patient
baby is already
outbursts
here.
bother Pizza Place guests.
When we start the minigame, baby is already here, which is interesting. Oh yeah, I remember something important that I wanted to try. Okay. This is probably like the last thing we're going to try during this episode because we've been recording for a while and we've talked about a lot. We're doing a lot of tiny stuff in this episode and I'm pretty happy with what we're doing so far, but what's most important is this. Wait, can I just like, I can. That's interesting. Okay, Puppet Master. Let's go, mate. Oh, what? What? Okay, no. That's fine. So wait, is it this one? It can't be private room, right? Yeah, pretty sure this is exclusively entered. Is it forever locked now? There's no way these are just forever locked. Like you can't get the voodoo dolls again. Yeah, so we can get them again. Why was it locked like that? Huh. Interesting. So at this point in time, we have a lot of questions, and we have a lot of stuff to do that we didn't actually do in this video, such as playing through all of the minigames. But in the next video, our goal is to get this last ending, this final ending that's all in Princess Quest. I don't know what to do, but we got an extra key at the beginning, so we clearly know that there's somewhere to go from there, something to do off of that. And with that being said, we're going to end this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that shit if you did. If you don't see more stuff I've made, it should be appearing on screen now. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Peace out.